Hello and welcome back to Fallout 76. Today we are going to have a look at an automatic Enclave plasma pistol. Alright, so what we have is a 2-shot explosive, reduced AP cost, pinpointers, Enclave plasma pistol. And I do have this modified. The weapon mods on this are to give us the lowest VATS cost possible. And you can see AP cost of 8. Now that is thanks to the most recent update where the AP cost of plasma and Enclave plasma weapons was reduced. Prior to the patch, this would have been something like 13 or 14 AP cost. I don't remember the exact number, but it was significantly higher than this. So the mods we have a calibrated capacitor for extra critical hit damage, aligned automatic barrel, bruising grip, and a reflex sight. So here's the build we'll be using. We have Downranger for an extra 20% range damage to far enemies. We've got Grenadier, that'll just increase the radius from those explosions from the weapon. We have Demolition Expert, which will increase the explosive damage from the weapon. Then we have Science, which gives us increased energy damage based on intelligence. Right now, it's buffing it by 29%. Now, we're only getting a little bit of help from the Onslaught cards. We have Gorilla Master, which will do extra damage to close enemies and add 5 stacks. Gorilla Expert, give us a little bit of extra reload speed when we're at to maximum stacks. And maximum stacks is only going to be 11 in this case. And then we have an extra 1% range weak spot damage per stack, so up to 11%. So it's a little bit of a boost, but nothing major. And then we have Adrenaline, which is just going to increase damage when we're fighting multiple targets. Each target we kill will add 10% to our damage, up to 100% bonus. And Critical Savvy and Better Criticals for critical hits. And here are the mutations. We have Speed Demon, main reason here, extra reload speed. Marsupial, that'll help us get to wherever we need to be. Herd Mentality, plus $2 specials. The big benefit there will be Intelligence, because that'll just feed right into that Science card. Herbivore, we do use veggie foods, so that'll help us there. Egghead, extra intelligence, again, that'll feed right into Science, which translates into more damage. Then we have Eagle Eyes for extra critical damage. Bird Bones, a little bit of extra agility, not majorly important here. And Adrenal Reaction, which works just like Adrenaline. It just gives us 5% instead of 10% bonus per kill, up to 10 kills. As far as foods go, the most important one here is the Blight Soup for that extra 100% critical damage. All right, let's shoot some things. Okay, no super mutant up top. We'll have one here and there. Now, as far as that 4-star goes, I'd actually really like to use polished. I'd rather have that than pinpointers. The problem is with this weapon, at least from my limited use of it, I haven't actually had it for very long. I've done very little with it, but it seems to wear out rather quickly. So, you know, polished really wouldn't be any kind of, I don't think polished would be that great for it. What I'm kind of wondering, though, is if the Civil Engineer armor, because it does have a weapon condition bonus on there, if that would actually, you know, if that would be enough where it would slow down the condition drain on this, where I could actually run polished on that 4-star. You know, another option is durability as a 3rd star, but I kind of like the AP cost, because if I took the reduced AP cost off of this, it goes up significantly. I think it would go up to like 12 or 13. So it is actually a big difference. But I would be kind of curious if anyone watching wants to leave a comment. If you've been using Civil Engineer, what kind of, because I really haven't used it at all. And so I'm not really sure how good the bonus actually is in practice. So if anyone's been using it and can actually tell me what their experience would have been like, I'd appreciate that. So I've always been a fan of plasma guns. I like the automatic version. I like the sound of it, and I like the way the projectiles look. Issue I've always had is that if I want to use it as a VATS weapon, it's generally only been good in short bursts, just because the AP cost is just too high. So yeah, I would use one for a little bit and then get tired of just constantly being out of AP, and not anymore. With this, I can fire, the ammo capacity is 30, and I can probably go through a couple of reloads there we go. Should have looked to my right. But yeah, I could go through for probably 2 reloads before I run out of AP, which is plenty. That's a lot more than short bursts. Let's see what we've got. Oh, there he is. Fusion cores. Let's see how we do. That's quick work of him. This makes quick work of pretty much everything so far, at least normal enemies. We'll be taking it against some bigger targets in a little bit. I have not used this very much at all. I actually crafted this weapon just a few hours ago. I've done a couple of events, shot a few things. That's about it. So I don't know how well it's going to do against, bigger stuff. Obviously, the little things, not much of a problem at all. But I am curious. We could take it against the bigger things. I would like to take it into a raid. I will definitely test it against the Guardian Shield. Beyond that, I'll have to wait for a raid team to happen and give it a go there. But yeah, so far I love how this is great. This is fantastic. Snallygasters tend to be a little bit on the tankier side. Definitely tankier than just, you know, your average super mutant. As you can see there, it's still not so much. We're getting, yeah, actually, they're actually fairly tough. But as we go through them with, you know, as adrenaline builds, we should be doing more and more damage there, especially adrenaline and adrenal reaction. That's such a powerful combination when you're facing a lot of enemies. And yeah, not much trouble at all. So I just had to repair it. I've only had this probably maybe 2 hours is what I've played with this is all. And I haven't done a ton with it. And I've already had to repair it a couple of times. So yeah, that condition just doesn't hold up. And I am running Gunsmith 3. So yeah, I'm thinking even with Civil Engineer, unless it's just super amazing, I probably would not be running Polished on this. So we'll just probably stick with pinpointers for now. I would like another, I mean, 20% weak spot damage is fine, but if I get 60% damage to everything, that would be better. But I mean, I guess inside of a raid would be okay because you do get that durability bonus. I guess there's nothing left. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's take on the big girl and see if there's another one. Let's refresh our adrenaline / adrenal reaction. So yeah, kill streak of 8. Cripple those spouts right away, and then she just melts. Yeah, this makes quick work of everything, at least so far it does. There's the Scorch Beats. Let's see here. The range on this is actually pretty good, so... Wow, okay. That actually went down, I mean, it's obviously not dead yet, but most of the health was gone pretty quick. Kill streak reset. It took a long time for the fast travel, but wow. Yeah, this thing is amazing. It's really good. I like it a lot. And VATS is not, like, I'm not constantly running out of VATS, although most of my AP was kind of gone there. That is one of the nice things about Herbivore and Company T. It gives you really good AP regen. So we're going to try this against the Guardian Shield. I do not have high expectations, but I did change the build a little bit. I took out the Onslaught cards and I added in Modern Renegade and Enforcer for the extra limb damage. This is an energy weapon, so you don't necessarily get the best limb damage, but it is split. So we do have ballistic damage. So I think that'll benefit us more. I don't know, we're gonna find out. Like I said, I haven't tried this in a raid yet. And what do we got? Okay. Staying alive might be a little bit of an issue, but at least I can, okay. And we got good fire rate and reasonable AP cost, so as long as I keep moving, the shield's, whoops, I lost track of where I was. That shield's actually coming down pretty reasonably well. Let's see here, we got, oops, forgot to reload. That's, you know, that's on me. So yeah, I mean, this is actually doing pretty good. If I could take the damage, I'd probably, yeah, I don't know if explosive is the best option against that shield, actually. I mean, I actually have no idea. It might be a good option, but maybe extra critical damage would have been good. Actually, limb damage would probably be the best. What? That was weird. It was like I was empty. It stopped shooting after two rounds. That was kind of strange. But yeah, I'm having to pause lots because I can't really tank the damage, but when I'm able to shoot, I'm taking big chunks of health off of that shield. Yeah, this actually is working. I didn't expect it to work this well, honestly. I thought it would be just be shooting and nothing happening, and yeah, me taking lots of damage. Ooh, almost there. If I didn't have a reload, I would have been, all right, so there we go. Let's see what we can do to the Guardian itself. Probably not as well. It's actually okay. I mean, the biggest issue here is going to be ammo capacity. And if I had, probably would want to have like conductors or something on that 3rd star. But yeah, this is actually, we're not going to take it all the way down. I don't really want to, you know, spend the next 5 minutes doing this fight. But just based on what we've done so far, I actually think I could solo this. It would just take a bit of time, but I think I could do it before I ran out of places to hide. So yeah. So there we have it, an automatic Enclave plasma pistol. This actually performed better than I expected, which doesn't usually happen, but yeah, it took down the Scorch Beast really quickly. That was kind of a surprise. And how much damage we were able to do, not only against the Guardian shield, but also against the Guardian itself. This performed really well. I would be very comfortable using this as my only weapon against any content in the game, and even against, like if we're in the crystal room, if we made it that far, this would be great at taking out the crystals or the shield generators in the Enclave soldier room as well. So yeah, this is a one-size-fits-all weapon. I really like it a lot. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit one of the buttons, and I hope you'll join me in the next one. Thank you very much.